SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. We're the odds couple, week 6 in college football. We're talking with Al McMorty from BigAl.com. Loving to hear what this guy has to say about all the games that he breaks down with us. And Alabama, Arkansas is the game that we're going to break down right now. So I'm sure all our viewers are wondering about that as well. Mike Brenner, we know that Arkansas tends to play Alabama, pretty tight, and they tend to be lower scoring games. When Alabama goes up against like a team like Ole Miss that likes to pass it, they go very high scoring. And then when they play against Arkansas, it tends to be lower scoring. I've had some winners in past years with unders in these Alabama-Arkansas games. And this year, I am proud to say that I hit the under at the opener 50.5. Now it's down to 48.5 or 49. Mike Brenner, What do you think of that?
Well, first and foremost,
bad, right?
not bad at all. And I want to change the subject real quick because I want the viewers to know a motivation and an inspiration for me in this business 10 years ago was Al McMorty.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not kidding. I followed Al religiously on covers. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah,
all right, this guy knows his stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm dying to hear Al's breakdown because last year, 14-13, tight game, 27 points, and you hit it on the head. Arkansas gets up for this game. Brent Bielema gets his team ready. But you know what? Alabama I don't know. There's something about them, but I'm dying to hear what Big Al has to say because I have not pulled the trigger yet, and I'm dying to hear what he says.
And they didn't really look that great when they played Texas A&M earlier this year.
They really didn't.
All right.
And,
Al McMorty from BigAl.com. Sometimes Arkansas can be a great bet as a big underdog against Alabama. You think that's the case this year?
I do. I mean, obviously Nick Saban's men, they're the best team in the country. They're ranked number 1, and they come into this game with a 5-0 record. And the Crimson Tide generally wins with defense. They've held 4 of their 5 opponents this season to 10 points or less. But I'm going to grab the double digits with the home underdog Razorbacks, who come into this game off a 42-point win. And at Game 5 forward, home dogs of 11 points or more off a win by 35 or more points. These teams have covered 86.3% of the time since 1980 when matched up against an opponent off a win. Additionally, the Razorbacks, they're a solid 40-20 against the spread after scoring 42 or more points in their previous game. Meanwhile, undefeated teams like Alabama with a 5-0 or better record, those undefeated teams are awful when priced from -5.5 to -20 points against a revenge-minded foe off a straight-up win. Going all the way back to 1980, those favored, unbeaten teams have covered just 75 of 197 games. That's a very strong trend that's lasted 37 years. I'm gonna take the points with the Razorbacks here, guys.
All right, so that stat you quoted about home dogs who've scored a lot of points. I mean, Arkansas's last game, of course, was against an FCS opponent. Does that matter there?
Sure. No, it doesn't matter. It's regardless of quality of opponent. One of the things I've found in college football is that teams that score a lot of points and then are playing at home the next week, they tend to do very well, and it's really regardless of the opponent the week before, whether or not there was even a point spread on the game the week before.
There you go. Ask a follow-up question of Al McMorty. You get another nugget of wisdom back.
And I got to put this out there because, Al, he drives those numbers. He loves that, the analytics and all that. All right, there's something that concerns me about this game, though. All right, Alabama a couple weeks ago when they had the spat, Saban and Kiffin on the sidelines. All right, I think really that Kiffin is just programmed to just pour it on. Now, this year, I don't think style points are going to count as much because there's not as much parity, I don't think. But there's something that tells me Lane Kiffin is not done proving to the big man that, hey, I got this offense. And that's the only thing that concerns me. But
I think style points come when they have a 20 more or plus
sure,
more
and
than
pour it
that
on.
lead,
Yeah, but as far as their game plan, because Saban's all about let's just beat him and get the win. All right, but Kiffin, since that little feud, all right, he is on a mission, and that's the only thing that concerns me. But Brent Bielema gets this squad ready year in and year out to face this team. So I don't know. It's one of those ones, and I'm hoping Al might have some insight on that.
Al, what do you think? Do you think that the game plan by Alabama is changing a little bit from years past? Are they more offense oriented now?
Well, I think for the last couple of years, I think that's been the case, with Lane Kiffin. But I don't, this is a 2-touchdown spread on the road. So, Alabama has to really worry about winning the game first, not necessarily, blowing it out. And Arkansas is going to have a lot to say about who even wins this game. I wouldn't be surprised to see Arkansas win this game straight up on the field.
Wow. All right, there you go. Al McMorty liking Arkansas, currently +14, and Al McMorty's website is BigAl.com. He has 4 free plays there every day. Al, tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, it's 4 free plays every day. There's 16 handicappers on the website. I've been on fire. Going all the way back probably 10 or 11 months, but more recently 65 and 32. My last 97 releases.
Tear
Last
it up.
weekend,
Better than me, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, last weekend 10 and 4 on the 14 selections that went to my clients. So if folks want to get my best plays, just go to bigowl.com and click on picks for sale. And of course, I have 4 free plays every day. 2 from myself, 1 from Larry Ness, 1 from Scott Spreitzer. Just go to bigowl.com and click on free picks.
That's
Thanks,
a
Al.
hell of a team right there. The
is.
names he just named. Al, I love it that you're on fire. Al Fuego is what we would say in Costa Rica. So keep it up, my man.
Thanks, guys.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.